Tonight on Dark Matter Nap, we are going to look at the numbers that define the true, terrifying layout of the cosmos. When you stand under a clear night sky, away from the blinding glare of city lights, the universe looks beautifully crowded. Stars are scattered across the darkness like glowing dust, and with a powerful telescope, you can see distant galaxies swirling in elegant cosmic spirals. It creates an impression of an interconnected masterwork, a vast network of destinations waiting to be discovered. But when astrophysicists measure the space separating these galaxies, they discover a truth that borders on absolute horror. The distances separating our galaxy from the rest of the cosmos aren't just large, they are conceptually violent. They are distances that don't just challenge our engineering, they render the very idea of intergalactic travel completely obsolete. Tonight, we will break down exactly where that emptiness comes from, why galaxies are being systematically pushed apart, and why the universe is structurally designed to keep us trapped in a permanent cosmic quarantine. Before we look into the grand architecture of this cosmic desert, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us reach more curious minds like yours. Now, settle in, turn off the lights, and let's face the deep dark. Let's start by defining our immediate neighborhood. We live inside the Milky Way, a barred spiral galaxy containing roughly 400 billion stars. To a human being, the Milky Way feels infinite, spanning close to 100,000 light-years across. But if you want to travel to our nearest massive intergalactic neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, you have to cross a chasm that breaks every standard rule of human intuition. Andromeda sits approximately 2,500,000 light-years away. Light is the fastest thing in existence, traveling at 186,000 miles per second. In a single year, light covers close to 6 trillion miles. Multiply that across 2.5 million years, and the distance to our closest large neighbor is roughly 15 quintillion miles. That is a 15 followed by 18 zeros. It is a distance so vast that our fastest spacecraft, Voyager 1, would take tens of billions of years just to cross the street to our closest neighbor. To understand why this emptiness exists, we have to look at how the universe organizes its matter on the largest possible scales. Galaxies are not scattered randomly across space like loose sand. They are structured into a vast, complex network known as the cosmic web. This web consists of massive, glowing filaments made of hydrogen gas and invisible dark matter that stretch across billions of light years. Galaxies are threaded along these filaments like glowing beads on an invisible string. Where multiple filaments intersect, gravity pulls matter together into dense hubs called galaxy clusters. Our Milky Way sits inside a relatively small, quiet cluster known as the local group. But between these magnificent filaments of light sits the true master of the cosmos, the vast, unyielding deserts of the cosmic voids. Cosmic voids are immense regions of space where almost no galaxies exist. They are not minor gaps between stars. They are colossal spaces that dominate the entire layout of the universe. Astrophysicists have discovered that these voids occupy roughly 80% of the entire volume of the cosmos. The filaments, the clusters, the stars, the planets, and all the things we find interesting are squeezed into a minor 20% fraction of space. The largest known void, called the Boots Void, spans close to 330 million light-years in diameter. If you place the Milky Way at the absolute center of the Boots Void, an astronomer looking out with their telescopes would see nothing but absolute, pitch-black nothingness for generations. They would assume our galaxy was the only thing in existence, entirely blind to the trillions of worlds dancing just beyond the dark horizon. This emptiness is not static. It is actively growing worse every single second. In 1998, 2 independent teams of astronomers made a discovery that shattered the foundations of physics. The expansion of the universe is accelerating. Something invisible, pervasive, and incredibly powerful is stretching the very fabric of space-time apart, counteracting the pulling force of gravity. We call this mystery dark energy. Dark energy makes up approximately 68% of the entire mass-energy content of the universe. It is a property of space itself. As the universe expands, it creates more empty space, which means it creates more dark energy. This sets off a terrifying cosmic feedback loop. Expansion creates more space creates more dark energy, and more dark energy causes even faster expansion. The universe is actively driving its destinations away from us. Because space is stretching uniformly everywhere at once, the cumulative expansion velocity increases with distance. The farther away a galaxy is from us, the more space there is between us to stretch. At a specific, mathematically defined boundary, this expansion velocity reaches and breaks the speed of light. This brings us to the ultimate cage of our reality, the cosmic event horizon. Currently, any galaxy located further than approximately 16 billion light-years away from us is expanding away at a speed faster than light. This does not violate Albert Einstein's relativity. Relativity states that nothing can travel through space faster than light. But space itself has no speed limit. It can stretch at whatever velocity it pleases. If you stepped into a starship tonight that could travel at 100% the speed of light, you could fly for an eternity and you would never reach those galaxies. They are already permanently, irreversibly gone. As time moves forward, the cosmic event horizon is constantly shrinking in terms of what humanity can physically access. Every single day, thousands of star systems, nebulae, and entire galaxies are crossing over that invisible line. We are watching a slow-motion cosmic eviction. We are being systematically isolated from the rest of reality. Astronomers calculate that roughly 94% of all the galaxies within our observable universe are already permanently out of our reach. Even if we developed light-speed travel tomorrow, 94% of the cosmos is an absolute no-go zone. We are trapped in the remaining 6% fraction of space, and that window is actively closing as dark energy continues to stretch the fabric of the universe. To appreciate how empty intergalactic space truly is, we have to look down at the literal density of matter within the void. On Earth, the air we breathe is dense, containing trillions of atoms in every breath. Even the interstellar space inside our galaxy contains about 1 atom per cubic centimeter. But when you exit the Milky Way and enter the intergalactic medium, the density of matter flatlines. In the vast gulfs between galaxies, the density drops to roughly 1 single atom per cubic meter. That is an absolute vacuum, far more pure and complete than anything we can produce inside our most advanced scientific laboratories on Earth. If you stood in the middle of intergalactic space, you would be standing in a room of absolute nothingness, where a single particle of hydrogen might pass you only once every few hours. There is no matter to touch, no radiation to warm you, just an infinite desert of cold space. This architecture of emptiness alters how we must view cosmic catastrophes, specifically referencing the future collision between our Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy. Astronomers know that these two massive structures are rushing toward each other at a speed of 250,000 miles per hour, driven by mutual gravity. In about 4 billion years, they will collide. Most people hear the word collision and picture a catastrophic smash. Stars slamming into stars, planets exploding, and everything destroying itself in a nuclear firestorm. But because galaxies are mostly empty space, the collision will actually be a merger of ghosts. The distance between individual stars is so immense that during the entire multi-million-year merger process, the probability of any two stars physically striking each other is practically zero. The two galaxies will simply slide through each other, their gravitational fields rearranging their paths without a single solid impact. Let's leap forward into deep time to see where this accelerating distance leads. A few 100 billion years from now, dark energy will have successfully pushed every single galaxy outside our local group past the event horizon. The light leaving those distant worlds will be stretched so severely by the expanding spacetime that its wavelength will shift completely out of the visible spectrum. First, it will move into infrared, then radio waves, until it becomes completely undetectable. The cosmic web will dissolve. The highways of the universe will close permanently. Future astronomers living inside our merged local galaxy will look out into the deep night with their most powerful telescopes, and they will see absolutely nothing. No distant spirals, no colliding clusters, just an endless, terrifying void. Their textbooks will conclude that their galaxy is the only thing that exists in the entire universe. They won't even know what they've lost. The unyielding distance between galaxies is protected by a fundamental rule built into the source code of the universe: the speed of causality. We call it the speed of light, but physicists view it as the maximum speed at which any cause and effect relationship can propagate through space-time. Because this limit is fixed at 186,000 miles per second, information is structurally quarantined. If an advanced alien civilization emerges in a galaxy 50 million light-years away, and they broadcast an ultra-high-power radio signal toward Earth today, that signal cannot arrive at our dishes for 50 million years. By the time their voice reaches our planet, their host star may have already run out of fuel, and their entire civilization may have faded into dust. The speed of light ensures that galaxies can see each other's past, but they are mathematically forbidden from ever interacting in the present. The violent distances separating galaxies have a profound implication for the distribution of life in the universe. We spend our time pointing telescopes at distant worlds, assuming that planetary surfaces with oceans and atmospheres are the standard cradle for intelligence. But observational astrophysics suggests that surface life is an unstable rarity, constantly threatened by stellar flares and asteroid impacts. The true, standard nurseries of life in the universe are likely subsurface ocean worlds, hidden beneath miles of solid ice on frozen moons. In these environments, life emerges around volcanic hydrothermal vents, completely shielded from solar flares, asteroid impacts, and cosmic radiation. But they are also completely blind to the cosmos. They live out their entire history unaware that stars or other galaxies even exist. This architecture of emptiness leads to a profound realization about our place in time. Because the universe is expanding at an accelerating rate driven by dark energy, the vast voids are growing larger every single second. Space is stretching, pulling distant galaxy clusters away from us faster than the speed of light. Trillions of years from now, this expansion will carry every galaxy outside our local group completely beyond our horizon. The night sky will go dark. We live in a unique, beautiful window of cosmic history where the universe is still close enough to be seen and mapped. We are made of the exact same hydrogen that drifts through the interstellar vacuum. The carbon in our cells and the iron in our blood were forged inside the very stars that sit light years away from us tonight. We are small concentrations of cosmic matter that became temporarily organized enough to look back at the void and decode its laws. Thank you for joining me tonight on this deep exploration here on Dark Matter Nap. If this journey into the vast emptiness separating galaxies challenged the way you look at the night sky, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue to create these late-night deep dives into the mysteries of existence. The next time you look up at the night sky and see the dark gaps between the stars, do not view them as empty failures of matter. View them as the vast canvas upon which the beautiful, temporary lights of our reality are painted. Sleep well tonight, knowing that our small world is safe in the quiet suburbs of the galaxy. Good night, and may your dreams reach far beyond the horizon.